Hello everybody and welcome back to Weeby Plays, where today I recently saw the new Sonic movie, and I just want to say I am really happy that they decided to redesign the original appeal of it, because dear lord, I was conflicted in between seeing this and The Invisible Man. Now if they had stuck to the original design of what Sonic was going to look like, I would have had nightmares. Not of The Invisible Man, no, of the new design for Sonic. Anyway, enough with the cringy jokes. It's time to get into, the main thing I thought was wrong with the movie. Well, first of all, the first question that I had was it canon with the games? Because I'm a big fan of the games. I like the appeal of them, and the original console gave a real nice look to it. But either way, I was wondering if it was canon to the games, because the movie changed up a lot of it. It changed up what Dr. Robotnik looked like. Also, they added a bunch of human characters for some reason, and Owl, Longclaw, apparently Sonic's parental figure. But either way, I want to get into the idea of Sonic wielding lightning. Now, I had no idea he had this power, because I've never seen it in the games. Is it even in the games? No? Well, let me just try and explain it right here, right now. Alright, so, in the movie, he's given a new ability to wield lightning. This has confused me, because yes, he may be able to create lightning because of how fast he is, but he could not manipulate it. So, I needed a lot of evidence. The canonicity of the movie is completely separate from the games, or is it? You see, at the end of the movie, the crazy Dr. Robotnik is showed adopting his new look, which is exactly what he looks like in the games. That big, puffed out belly, and then that crazy long beard and shaved head, and he even has the same clothes. And another thing is that at the end of the movie, it shows Tails at the end credits. I mean, I don't know if the end credits are canon or not, but meaning Sonic not only left his parental figure, Longclaw, to die, but he also left his friends. In the game, Sonic is depicted as young, but older. Not like he is in the beginning of the movie, but at the end. But, so, is it possible Sonic goes back when he's older? Now, I don't know if you realized, what I realized in the movie, but Sonic Strings can go anywhere he wants them to. All he has to do is think, and he goes there. So, I predict that Sonic probably goes back to save his friends. Dr. Robotnik follows him, leading him into the game's canonicity. Now, the real elephant in the room, his ability to manipulate lightning. Now, to manipulate lightning, that was never in the game, so why is it here? Well, in the middle of the movie, it's obvious his power is drawn from emotion. The first time it shows his power is in the baseball field, when he runs around in a circle, pushing his powers to the limits. Why? Because he realized he was destined to be alone. And heartbroken by this, he pushes himself farther than he ever has, causing the government to get involved, hiring Dr. Robotnik and everybody else. And so, after that, he basically goes on the run. He tries to escape to that new realm and ends up getting shot and tranquilized by Tom. And in the procedure, he loses his rings. Now, the rings are like these teleportation things where if he thinks them, throws them, and then they open a portal to that place. Of course, they were never like that in the games, but hey, I don't understand it now. I'm just trying to explain one thing, that's for another day. The second time it shows it is whenever he is protecting Tom. Now, when he's protecting Tom, he doesn't manipulate lightning, but lightning is shown coursing through him. Now, what happens is Dr. Robotnik shoots a giant harpoon into the car, and he pulls back. Now, Sonic, just blindly thinking here, jumps out, rolls into a ball, full speed at Dr. Robotnik's vehicle, hits the side of it, and crashes it. And it surprisingly doesn't kill him. Even Tom expresses this concern in this movie. But anyway, you can see lightning going all around Sonic at this moment, meaning that protection, it sort of fueled him, meaning that he had the ability to help him, and he just didn't even realize it. This is right after Tom calls him his friend. My theory is that Sonic's power is connected to the trauma of losing Longclaw and his friends. This power is sort of unleashed because of his emotions. His emotions control the power that has been given to him. By the time the game's gone, it's gone though. Why? Because he treated the trauma. The trauma of losing a parental figure impacted him in such a way that his powers were impacted as well. And every single time his emotions got in the way of how he was feeling, they sort of pushed their limits to the point where that's why he can manipulate electricity that way. It's sort of like how you would see these stories on the news about parents lifting cars off of their children in their desperate need. It's sort of like an adrenaline coursing through your veins. But for him, it would be powered by trauma. And every single time he feels something, feels fear, if he feels lonely, if he feels sad, depressed, but it's most strong when he feels loved. Now that is whenever, because he calls him his friend, and that is exactly when Sonic pushes his limits to the power one last time to save him. And the reason it's gone by the end of the games is because he treated himself. Through the help of Tom and Maddie, Tom's love interest, his trauma is helped, meaning by the time of the games, he would no longer have the ability to manipulate lightning. Okay, I understand what you're thinking. Why exactly would I say that the games are canon with the movie? Well, it's obvious it's somehow connected to the movie because we see the same layout and stuff. And also at the beginning of the movie, it shows it is part of Sega. Sega did help on it. So, is it possible that, this is somehow a prequel? Showing how Dr. Robotnik got involved with Sonic in the first place, showing where Sonic originally came from, and why he is so old whenever he arrives back in that place. Well, I'll just leave that up to you to decide. But to sum it up, the power was caused by the trauma in the movie, in my own perspective, is a prequel to the games. And don't take my word for it, just watch the movie already. I mean, it's in theaters, you should be able to watch it. Anyway, like and subscribe. I hope you all have a good day, and this is Weeby Theories signing off. See you later.